today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Jacoby Brissett and the New England Patriots taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 25, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Got him in, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Brissett. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Brissett throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Douglas, the man in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Brissett on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Steps away to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Stevenson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Brissett. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the option, here's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, good move. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. the option. Here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We got three.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Travis Jones makes a tackle. Second and 7. They run once more with Stevenson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. on Jackson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Douglas, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Brissett.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Douglas, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there,
but it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Now it's Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They go play action with Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This year.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Inside handoff, Henry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brissett. Completes this one to Thornton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Brissett now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Hardy. Powerful running. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Jackson on first down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
I'm gonna go.
Jackson will throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your...
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Brissett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Staying on his feet. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll buy some time right, fighting to stay upright. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Stevenson.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Fights loose. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 32-yard line. A big play there on the option. 49 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And now out come the Patriots.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing, Brissett. Short pass caught by Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Brissett. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Douglas, the man in motion. A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Brissett. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brissett. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Pats have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
From the 35, here's second down and 1. Off the option, here's Henry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Henry up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now a handoff to Henry.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? we didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.